Have you ever felt like life is pushing you down? Like no matter how hard you try, you keep failing? You look around and see others succeeding, while you feel stuck in the same place. You tell yourself you're not good enough, not strong enough, not capable enough. And slowly that doubt creeps in, making you question whether your dreams are even worth chasing. If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. We all have doubts. We all have moments where we feel like giving up. But the real question is, what will you do with that doubt? Will you let it consume you, like Obito Uchiha? Or will you turn it into your greatest strength? Today, we're diving into the powerful journey of Obito Uchiha, a character whose life was shaped by doubt, pain, and choices. And through his story, you'll learn something valuable, something that can change the way you see yourself and your struggles. Let's begin. Obito Uchiha was not born a prodigy. He wasn't the strongest, the smartest, or the most talented. In the eyes of the world, he was just another shinobi trying to prove himself. And yet, he had dreams, big dreams. He wanted to be Hokage. He wanted to be acknowledged. He wanted to stand shoulder to shoulder with the greatest. But life had other plans. He was constantly overshadowed by Kakashi, always seen as the weaker one. He doubted himself. No matter how much effort he put in, it never seemed to be enough. And then, he lost everything. His body, his dreams, and most painfully, Rin, the person he cared about the most. That was the moment his doubt took over. Instead of fighting through the pain, he let it define him. He convinced himself that the world was cruel, that hope was a lie, and that weakness had no place in this world. And so, he abandoned his dream. He abandoned his old self. But here's the truth. Obito had the potential to be great. He could have been the hero of his own story, but he let his doubts win. He let his pain turn him into someone he was never meant to be. Now pause for a moment and think. How many times have you done the same? How many times have you let self-doubt hold you back? How many times have you let failure convince you that you're not good enough? We all have an inner Obito, the part of us that whispers, "You're not strong enough. You'll never make it. Just give up." But here's what you need to realize. Doubt is normal. It's part of the process. The greatest people in history, in anime, in real life, all of them doubted themselves at some point. But what separates them from the rest is that they didn't let it define them. They didn't let it stop them. Think about Naruto. He was an outcast, a failure, and no one believed in him. But he pushed through. Think about Rock Lee, a ninja with no ninjutsu or genjutsu. Yet he became one of the strongest through sheer effort. Even Kakashi, someone who seemed perfect on the outside, carried doubt and regret within him. But they all had one thing in common. They didn't let doubt control them. Now look at yourself. Every time you feel like you're not enough, ask yourself this. Am I going to let my doubts win? Or am I going to prove myself wrong? Because here's the reality. Your doubts only have power if you feed them. If you tell yourself you're not good enough, you will start to believe it. But if you choose to take action, to push forward even when you're scared, that's when true strength is born. Imagine if Obito had chosen a different path. Imagine if he had embraced his pain, his doubts, and used them to push himself forward instead of running from them. His story could have been one of greatness, not regret. And right now you have the same choice. You can let your struggles break you, or you can use them to build yourself up. Life is not about avoiding doubt. It's about facing it, challenging it, and proving to yourself that you are stronger than you think. So the next time doubt whispers in your ear, telling you that you can't do it, stand up, take a deep breath and say, "I can. I will. Watch me." Because the only thing standing between you and success is your willingness to fight for it. Now go out there and show the world what you're capable of.